Hi guys.
And she was his only child.
Let me turn off my preaching tape. Hi guys. Quick CNA scope. Okay guys. What I want to tell you guys is working in a hospital it can be a stressful environment. Hospital, nursing home, whatever. What I want to tell you guys is to be friendly. It is 6:47 in the morning, so it's a little dark. So you can't probably really see me that well, but it's okay because my face is not important. What the message is. Show yourself friendly, guys. Be kind. Be kind to one another. Especially when people are floating to your unit. When people are floating to your unit, be kind and show yourself friendly. Because one day, you just may be the floater. And floating to a different place to work that is not familiar, the people are new. Because you know what can make or break your night is the people you are working with. If you are working with unkind, unfriendly, unhelpful, discontented, whiny, complaining people, then your night is going to be kind of messed up, because the attitudes and the spirits that's going on in there, it's so overwhelming that it can even rub off on you if you're not careful. That's why when you are given report and you are in report and whoever's giving you a report starts talking about the patient and their attitude and how they're PIAs and all of this, and just giving you character assessment and trying to, make it seem like you're a bad person, that's not what you want to get your report about. You want to know what the patient can do, what they can't do, and how can you best take care of them. Don't start talking about the person's character and talking about, how they're needy and how they're this and how they're that. Who cares? Who cares? If they're confused, that is something that you need to know. But if they have an attitude and all that stuff, you can voice that, let them know, because you want to know what you're walking into. But don't spend 15 minutes talking about how rude this patient is or what this patient did to you. Don't do that. And when you see your coworker going on about it, change the subject. You say, okay, thank you, let's go to the next person. Because you don't got time for all that foolishness. Because 9 times out of 10, that person is not going to be that way to you. You know how many times I went into a patient's room after my coworker told me that such and such was this, and they were the nicest person to me. I did not experience what they were saying. And you have to be careful with that, because how you approach a person is how you are going to be treated back. And sometimes CNAs or even nurses come with an attitude, and so they come with an attitude right back. So you have to be careful of how you interact with the patient. So if the person before you was interacting with the patient, in a mean way and rushing them and making it seem like they're a bother, of course they're going to get an attitude. Of course they're going to, feel some kind of way and express that to them. Remember, these patients don't want to be at the hospital. They don't want to be sick. They don't want, to be taken care of by other people. They want their independence. When you go to the hospital, you're stripped of everything. They take away your clothes, give you something to wear. They gotta tell you when you got to go to the bathroom, because they gotta ring the light so that somebody can go and help them go to the bathroom. They're dictated by us. There's really no freedom. They're out of their environment. Imagine how you would feel if you were in a hospital and you have to wait on someone to give you something to eat. So we have to keep all of that in mind, and we have to have an understanding mind when it comes to these patients. They have an attitude for a reason, and don't take it personal. That's another thing. When you see your employee going on and on and on about the person, that means they took something personal, and you can't take it personal. Because if you take it personal, then you're going to be one frustrated, depressed person who hates your job. Okay, so I just went on and on about that. But what I want to talk about was, you guys be kind, you guys be friendly, especially to floaters, traveling nurses who are nurses who are, not common to your unit, be nice to people, because one day that's going to be you. There's a scripture that talks about the way that you, I'm going to paraphrase it, the way that you judge people, that is the same measure that you're going to be judged back with. And that the principle that people say, that it's just like that biblical principle is what comes around goes around, or you reap what you sow. That's Bible. Or what you do to others is going to be done right back to you. So you have to really be mindful of how you treat people. And when someone is new employee, floater, whoever, introduce yourself to them. Don't try to size them up and test them and see, you try to show yourself, as a domineering person, or a person not to be, messed with. Nobody comes to, mess with you. No one comes to try to have one up on you. They want to come do their job so they can get paid just like you. And sometimes when people are new, we do that to them, don't we? We get, all of a sudden we have this attitude. And I noticed that that's prevalent, well, at least in the hospital that I work at. Be kind to people. And especially if you are the floater, don't come in there with no attitude, because no one is going to help you. Don't come in here with an attitude like you have something to prove, because you don't. You come and you be nice. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is such and such. I'm floating from whatever. I'm going to be working with you today. It's nice to meet you. It doesn't take a lot to be nice. It does kill your pride, but it'll be beneficial to you in the long run. So be nice, show yourself friendly. Today is Sunday, Valentine's Day. You guys have an awesome day with your husband, your boo. Keep it pure, keep it holy. And you guys enjoy your week. And remember to be nice, be kind to people. If they're floating, if they're new, a new employee, whatever. Because one day, you are going to be that new person. You are going to be that floater. And no one likes to be the new person, because they don't get treated right. And you know that CNAs, especially if there's a CNA who's floating, they're going to get the crappy assignment. They're going to get the heavy assists, the totals, the confused people. Help. Because if that was you, you would want somebody to help you. This is my little rant, because those of you who are coming into working in the hospital or working in the nursing home, I don't want you to take on the attitude that some people have, and I don't want you to kind of, what word in my list? What word am I trying to say? I don't want you to perpetuate a certain mindset, and I don't want you to get sucked into the foolishness that you are going to see when you do go to work. Don't let people suck you into foolishness. It's not worth it. You got 12 hours to work with these people. Work with them. Be kind. Do your job. Make sure the patients are taken care of, because that's why you're there, and go home. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.